Whichever day. Hello and welcome to Soul Song Saturday, whichever day of the week you are playing this back. My name is Heatherlyn. Let's breathe and sing some songs, open our voices, open our hearts to restore our souls and replenish our spirits. I don't know about you, but a lot of things this week stressed me out, and I need music and I need to breathe. So that's why we create this show. We hope you enjoy. Say hi in the chat and share the video too. This is How Deep Is That River? How deep is that river? How deep is that river? I don't want to know where it's coming from. I don't need to know where it's going to. Before I place my trust in you, I just want to know how deep. Well, God said to me what he said to the tree: grow up towards the light and one day you'll see. My son Jesus, what did he say? Love the Lord your God, and God will show you the way. Do unto others like you want to be done. Look deep in your heart and know that we are one. Singing, how deep is that river? How deep is that river? Yeah, I don't want to know how fast it flows. I don't need to know if it's safe to swim. Before I put my trust in him, I just want to know how deep. Well, God came down in the cool of the day, stirred up the waters and began to play. Before he knew it, man was on the land with a thought in his head and a gun in his hand. God saw that man was just a little too rough, so he gave him a heart and filled it up with love. Singing, how deep is that river? How deep is that river? Yes, I don't want to know if it has a name. I don't need to know how to cross it yet. Before I get my spirit wet, I just want to know how deep. Well, a few years back, I lost my way. I was deep in the woods. I began to pray. I came to a river and I sat on its bank. It was cool and clear. I have Jesus to thank. I drank that water, yes, I drank it up. Now every day I come back and fill my cup, singing, how deep is that river? How deep is that river? Yeah, I don't want to know if it's yours or mine. I don't need to know if it's east or west. Before I put my fears to rest, I just want to know how deep. How deep is that river? How deep is that river? Yes, I don't want to know where it's coming from. I don't need to know where it's going to. Before I place my trust in you, I just want to know how deep. I just want to know how deep. I just want to know how deep. Yes, we are in it, my friends. Let's step into a river of life, a river of love. Let's replenish our souls today, coming together, being here together. I'm so happy you are here. Please say hello to let me know you're here, because there is really no other way that I would know you're here unless you say hello. So please say hello. Please share the video. I'm checking them out right now on YouTube and Facebook right now to see what's what, to see what's going on. I hope that you are, I hope this day is meeting you with grace, and if it hasn't yet, I hope this time together brings you a little bit of grace, a little bit of peace to your hearts, minds, souls, and body. I'm going to give a little shout out and some love to our friends who are saying hi in the chat. So if you haven't said hi yet, please say hi. And I would love to say hi back. So first, we're checking in over at the Facebook live stream on the Heatherlyn music page. If you haven't followed that and subscribed, please do so. Carl is in the house. It looks like Jason said hello to Doug as well over here. And Carl is saying, hi, good afternoon. Maine is in the house. My home state representing. Thank you so much, Carl. Appreciate you always. All right, Doug over here on YouTube saying greetings from Southwest Indiana. I hope all is going well with you there in Southwest Indiana. And my mama, Jan, saying, hi, everyone from Maine. We'll be watching on TV, but wanted to say hi. I appreciate you, Mom. So from coast to coast, because we're here down in San Diego, and Paul Lee is here as well from the West Coast in California. And Paul, thank you. I'm so happy you're here, Paul. I missed you last week. Paul says, good morning. Heatherlyn and family from Chick-fil-A and Brea, California. Awesome. I'm so happy you all are here. Y'all, I don't know about you, but this has been a week. It's been a week. So was the previous week. It's just it's just a lot right now, you know? And so I feel even more like it is good to come together. It is good to breathe together. It's good to marinate in some good music that can be healing, soothing our souls, restoring our spirits. I'm going to unplug the ukulele. Tomorrow, we'll check in with our calendar in a moment, but just so happens that tomorrow is River Day and Ukulele Day. So I thought, how deep is that river on the ukulele would be a great song to do. Plus, it speaks some wonderful things to us. Let's move in to our first mindfulness practice. Every Soul Song Saturday when we get together, we begin with what we call an invocation of presence. And really this is for us to acknowledge, this is for us to arrive here now. There is so much that pulls at our energy and our attention in life, right? There's so much that can sometimes cause us to move frenetically or with anxiety. And so during Soul Song Saturday, I hope that you know this is a time for you to breathe, to let go, to not pay attention to time for a whole hour. I can cover that for you. And so we get to arrive here and notice that we are here and celebrate that we are being breathed. And so I light this first candle for presence itself, and I love it. I love it when you light a match and it immediately goes out. Okay, all right. Second match.
You have a hard problem with lighting matches.
It is not my forte to light matches, actually. That is true. Okay, the first of 3 candles is for the gift of presence itself. This is for life's longing for itself in you, evidenced by the fact that you are given breath and existence. And so as you begin to notice your breath today, once again, breathing in, letting the belly fill, the heart space fill, just kind of nodding and acknowledging to your own essence of existence. This is for the soul song of life itself that interconnects us, breathes us, reverberates within us, hums in our cells and in our bones and in the leaf blower behind the wall behind me. All right, breathing in and breathing out, welcoming being itself. This is like the most basic thing, to just notice presence. And maybe notice how it feels to be breathing a little more deeply. Tell me in the chat if you want to, how it's going. Lighting a second candle. This is for those who are present to you, with you on your heart and mind. This can be a nod to anyone in your life who you're thinking of. Maybe you'd like to share their name in the chat and we can lift them up together in our hearts. This can also be for a deity that you resonate with or follow, for spiritual guides and guardians, angels and ancestors. I have a deity in mind today. I am very curious to learn more about the goddess Brigid from Celtic paganism. Today is also Imbolc, which is the midway point between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. And so it's kind of a turning towards light and rebirth and trusting that seeds buried deep in the ground are going to bear beautiful blossoms and fruit very soon, anticipation. So Brigid was actually revered by the Celts thousands of years before Christendom came into human history. But then she was enfolded as a saint, Saint Brigid, into Christianity as well. So she's a pagan goddess and a Christian saint, which I think is like a lot of street cred. So she's on my mind. Maybe you have someone on your mind this morning, a deity, a guide, whatever works for you. All are welcome here. Whatever spirituality, whatever path of life, whatever philosophy of life. There's no hate is welcome here, of course, but yes. So breathing in, perhaps nodding, giving gratitude and thanks to these guides and guardians, these dear ones in our lives. Let's light our third and final candle of the morning. This one is really special because it's for you, each of you, for you and for me, welcoming our whole selves here, body, mind, heart, soul, spirit, every limb and every organ breathing in oxygen, letting the body expand on the in-breath and letting it soften on the out-breath. Maybe take note of sensations you're feeling in your body today. The body is different every day. And so maybe also give it a little, maybe prayer hands and nod. Like, thank you, body, for carrying me through this life, And then as you breathe, maybe you take note of the energetic body. So how's your spirit this morning? What energies are flowing through you? And these can also be represented by emotions. And we remember that emotions are energy in motion, moving through us. So how are those emotions feeling in your body today? It's all interconnected, right? The mind, the spirit, the body. So breathing in. And maybe sigh out anything you need to release this morning. And then go ahead and place the palm of your hand on your heart if you'd like to. And notice the feeling in your chest, like the physical, visceral feeling in your chest. Notice that first. And then what could that be saying to you today? What is your heartbeat saying to you today? The pulse in your veins. Does your heart feel open and light? Does it feel tense and heavy? Welcome your heart here, exactly as it is. And I always hope that in our time together for the Soul Song show, our hearts are opened to more grace for ourselves and one another, to more love for ourselves and one another. So thank you so much for breathing with me. And you're welcome to continue to breathe consciously as I do the next song. I selected the song I Wish You Love today. It's a sweet little, kind of like a healthy breakup song. We don't have many of those in our culture. But it's very sweet. And the imagery came to mind as I was reading a little bit about Imbolc, celebrated from the 1st to the 2nd. Recognizing spring is on the way, new beginnings and creativity. And I thought of inviting inspiration and love even into the places that are challenging, difficult, hard. And I also thought of how I am seeing a lot of distress these days with the current political climate. And I wonder if we could, even though we may have needed to, I don't know, break up with some friends, or maybe they broke up with us over polity, maybe we could still wish them love. Because love is what softens us. Opens us to new understanding, right? Love is what melts away those masks of hatred and judgment. And so really it is good and beneficial for all of us to wish anyone love. So I hope you enjoy this song, I Wish You Love. I wish you bluebirds in the spring to give your heart a song to sing, and then a kiss. But more than this, I wish you love. And in July, a lemonade to cool you in some leafy glade. I wish you health and more than wealth. I wish you love. My breaking heart, and I agree that you and I could never be. So with my best, my very best, I set you free. I wish you shelter from the snow, a cozy fire to keep you warm, and most of all, when snowflakes fall, I wish you love. I wish you bluebirds in the spring to give your heart a song to sing, and then a kiss. But more than this, I wish you love. My breaking heart, and wish you love. I wish you all so much love, immense love, to enfold you, to restore you. And, I forgot to plug my guitar in. All right. Well, it happens. I didn't sleep well last night. I was really struggling to love my neighbor last night because there was like stomping at 1 a.m. and it woke me up, and it was extremely annoying. So.
You've already been to a gig, and you're going to go back to another gig.
And that's right. I'm in the middle of another gig, in double duty today. There's a retreat happening in the chapel. That's why we're live streaming in this room. And I kicked it off with Be Here Now. And yes, so I love this. Checking back in with our chat on YouTube. I'm so happy for all of you who've joined us here on the ampersand at Live with Heatherlyn channel on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so you don't miss anything. And we're checking in with the chat. I love this. Paul sharing, I'm eating and just listening, but I am here. I love that. Thank you, Paul, for your presence. And sharing, still some anxiousness. It's hard to put it aside. I wish I could. I understand. Yep. And Doug, cheers. Love, love. Indeed, indeed, my friend. Love really is the only answer. And to keep ourselves sane, to keep ourselves sane, to keep ourselves grounded. And so I hope that in this time together, we remember that we are love. We remember that we are always capable of kindness. And we are gaining tools and skills like this breath work to regulate our nervous system so that we can respond to what's happening around us with peace and groundedness. And but it is true, as Paul is mentioning, it's very real that sometimes it's really hard to set aside the anxiety. Sometimes it feels so heavy and so constricting. I felt some, even this morning on the way, I was thinking about some stuff happening and, in our world and in our country. And it's real. It's real. The anxiety about that is real. So Paul needs a copy of that song in his life. So Jason, let's make a note to create a YouTube video that we will put on the Heatherlyn Music YouTube channel. So on the Heatherlyn Music YouTube channel, we have covers and originals. They're just song videos. So it may take a month or so to do that. But I would love to do a cover video of that song. So I wish you love coming soon-ish to the Heatherlyn Music YouTube channel, okay? All right, please say hello, please share, please feel free to chat with me and chat with one another in the comments here. I love the live chat, it gives me energy. Let's lean into our next movement of mindfulness. This is our story-dwelling element. A practice that has changed my life. Oh, look, I have my story-dwelling mug today. So on it is, this is actually album artwork that I made many years ago. It's on the Story Dwelling album. But then on the other side of this mug, which you can get at my Printify site or the store on my website, it reminds us this practice that we can bring into our lives if you so choose. I find it extremely beneficial. So it says, cultivating courageous, compassionate curiosity for ourselves and others, recognizing the shaping nature of narrative. And what is your story? What are the stories shaping your life today? What are the stories that you bring from your empirical wisdom, from your experience to counter these overarching meta-narratives that are being imposed upon us? And I invite you to, throughout the week, deepen into your truth, deepen into your authentic soul song, and show up in confidence and courage. And yes, with this compassionate curiosity for others as well, because we don't know why they're making the choices they're making. We don't know why they're choosing masks of hatred or judgment. We don't know. And so leading with love and allowing ourselves to continue to learn will help us then have a chance maybe to share our truth and our story. But we have to be willing to hear other stories first for them to be open to us. Someone's got to take that first initiative. Cheers. Let me know what you're enjoying this morning. Do you drink coffee? Like I'm having hazelnut coffee right now. Some of us like tea. Jason has lemon water. One of the tools that I love for us to be mindful of maybe significant moments in our neighbors' lives, whatever spiritual path they're on, is this calendar that I make every month. And we have been calling it like the Cosmos calendar, or I started to go, maybe it's the Cosmos, the cosmic calendar, and then it was the Cosmos and culture calendar, because I was mixing up like, spiritual observances from different religions and spiritual paths, as well as some fun human stuff and reminders about like just our shared humanity and human rights, advocacy, and social justice. And so it became this mix. And then I realized I didn't think the title was actually conveying the intention of the calendar. So I asked a few people, what do you think? Should we call this the kindness calendar? Because my hope is that it will inspire acts of kindness and curiosity. Or should we call it like the justice and joy calendar? Because that actually kind of does encompass, like when we're talking about human rights advocacy and social justice, we can observe, we can act, we can participate in those, and the calendar reminds us of those days when those things are happening. So that's the justice piece, and then there's the joy piece, the joy of recognizing these parts, these different expressions of humanity, the joy of Random Acts of Kindness Day, the joy of National Tell a Fairy Tale Day, whatever it might be, or right? Like if chocolate brings you joy, there's a chocolate day coming up in February. It's really important to recognize that February is Black History Month. So even though the current presidential administration is trying to scrub Black History Month and other observances like it, Pride Month, we will not be cutting back on any diversity, equity, or inclusion in our mentality around here and in our observances. We believe in the power of diversity, of equity, and inclusion, and we want to be about it. So let's even more elevate that February is Black History Month. You'll notice, for example, that Bob Marley Day is on February 6th. So we have a Bob Marley song for the storytelling segment. And tomorrow is Ukulele Day, so we're going to do a Bob Marley song on the ukulele, all right? And I am remembering to plug this instrument in. Yes. So, y'all, I hope that you will get this calendar from Patreon. I do need to add the updated one that has the title of Black History Month on it. I had earlier, like last week, I shared the drafts of the calendar alongside a blank one. Now on this Patreon, it's a free Patreon post. You have to sign up for Patreon to get it, but you can be signed up on the free level. So you get this calendar. Isn't it so cute? It's like the cutest calendar I've ever made. And then you also get a blank one where each day you can write one of the following. You can write a positive thought, a gratitude, an act of kindness inspired by the Justice and Joy calendar, or whatever you want. You can just print them both out and have them side by side on your calendar or your corkboard or whatever. I also decided to play around with this idea of coloring pages. So if you have a neighbor that you hang out with, or a niece or nephew, or a grandkid, maybe they would like to color some of these things. So these are all things that are celebrated in the month of February. And this is a Color Our World with Kindness coloring page. So you can also download that off of my Patreon too. Again, you have to sign up, but you can do it at the free level to get these goodies. All right, how about a little One Love from Bob Marley? I love this song, One Heart, One Love, One Heart, because I know that Bob Marley was also when he was alive, he was also advocating for justice and peace. And he faced a lot of challenges, and he was confronted with violence. He was shot at. His family was threatened. And yet he still believed in the power of one love and remembering that we are in this together for better or for worse. And so I hope you'll sing along if you know this. And if you haven't shared this video yet, please do so. All right? We hope this will encourage hearts today, where we need it. We need it so much. One love, one heart, let's get together and feel alright. Hear the children crying, one love. Hear the children crying, one heart. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Singing, let's get together and feel alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let them all pass all their dirty remarks. One love, there is one question I'd really love to ask. One heart, is there a place for the hopeless sinner who has hurt all humankind just to save his own? Believe me, one love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. As it was in the beginning, one love, so shall it be in the end. One heart, give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright. One more thing. Let's get together to fight this holy Armageddon. One love, so when they do come, there will be no doom. One song, have pity on those whose chances grow thinner. There ain't no hiding place from the author of creation, saying, one love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. I'm pleading to humankind, one love, oh Lord, one heart. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Singing, let's get together and feel alright. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. I am so glad that we have come together today. I'm so happy you are here. So if you haven't let us know you're here yet, please do so. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Doug Dooley saying over on the YouTube chat, Bob Marley and the ukulele, be still my heart. Yes, absolutely. And Paul saying, I love this one too. Oh yeah. Okay, so we're sharing beverages. So Paul's got Diet Coke. Paul Lee, I drank Diet Coke all through college to get me through. And then I switched to coffee in my early adulthood. All right. Our musical apothecary segment. It is time for it. And so this is a time where we can come back to our breath if we've perhaps, lost awareness of it. musical apothecary segment is named after another one of my albums. You can see I'm wearing this sweatshirt today. Isn't it pretty? It's so pretty. And so we breathe, we sing a song that has a mantra or is meditative or invites us into a particular practice of presence. This is my song called Letting It Go. It is on the 9 Beats to the Bar album. Words and music by me, but it seemed to really fit the 9 Beats ethos when we were putting that album together. And so I'm very happy and honored that it's on that album. And some of you may know that Steve Bassett, who founded the 9 Beats Collective, is coming into town later this month. So we're really excited to welcome here to San Diego, and we're putting together a series of shows, and I'm really excited about that. So as I sing this song, Letting It Go, maybe there's something you need to let go today. You decide, whatever it is, anything that is not serving you. And I want you to also think of a counter intention. What would you like to, as you let go of whatever it is that you need to let go, you're going to breathe that out. Imagine exhaling that out on your breath, sending it along its way. And then when you breathe in, what would you like to take its place? So breathing in that word of intention, the energy and the quality of that. So if it's exhaling out anxiety and releasing, maybe you want to breathe in some peace as an example. All right? And remember deep, slow breaths as we do this, okay? Practicing letting go. And this is never a one and done. That's why it's a practice. Letting it go, letting it be. Surrender isn't easy. Letting it go, letting it be. Don't have to carry this weight so heavy. Allowing for relief, letting it go, letting it be. What I thought I believed was a dream in my sleep. Awaken. I have a little frog in my throat trying to get in the way of me waking up. Awaken, lift the curtain. So much perception is uncertain. So I'm letting it go, letting it be. Surrender isn't easy. Letting it go, letting it be. Don't have to carry this weight so heavy. Allowing for relief. Letting it go, letting it be. Holding gently in light some space for surprise. Can't always figure it out. Befriending, living with the doubts and letting it go, letting it be. Surrender isn't easy. Letting it go, letting it be. Don't have to carry this weight so heavy. just giving this up. I'm surrendering. And then ready to receive the goodness that is available to me. Yes? It's kind of like the serenity prayer, you know? God or universe or higher power or inner divine, help me to have the wisdom to know the difference between, I'm paraphrasing. Jason, do you want to say it? Do you want to say the serenity prayer? Okay.
Grant me the serenity.
God, grant me the serenity
to accept the things I cannot change.
To accept the things I cannot change.
The courage.
The courage.
To change the
to
things
change
I can.
The things I can.
And the wisdom.
And the wisdom.
To know the
difference. Yes, all right. It's becoming a significant part of Jason's journey, so happy we can share that with you all today. All right, that was our musical apothecary segment. Paul Lee chiming in, such a good message. Well, I hope it's helpful. Remember, any of these practices you can take into your week, and you can turn on the Letting It Go song. You can come back to this episode. You can play this back if you want to. You can also play the Letting It Go song on the 9 Beats to the Bar album, and you can practice that, breathing in what you desire, the goodness you are ready to receive, and then exhaling out what you need to let go. And that brings us to our collective gratitude practice. And we know that there are also griefs to express, so this is our griefs and gratitudes segment to acknowledge the things that are weighing on us. You're welcome to write them in the chat. And then we can hold them together. And then you're also welcome to share your gratitudes, the things that stir in you deep appreciation. What's reminding you that it's good to be alive right now, even in these perilous and chaotic times. Oh yeah, Doug's saying, I got that t-shirt. Yes, you did, Doug. He's talking about, I mentioned this earlier, the musical apothecary sweatshirt that you can get at our store. And I love that you got that shirt, Doug. There's actually a very nice portrait of Doug on my Art with Heatherlyn Instagram, and probably buried deep on my Heatherlyn music page on Facebook. But so grateful to all of you who partake of our offerings at the store. Truly, genuinely grateful for that. And my hope is that a lot of what's there will really, encourage you through this time that we're walking through. Get an album to listen to with the companion booklet. Get reminders that you are choosing to follow the flow of freedom, hold the hand of hope, learn the lead of love, that you want to choose courageously, hope defiantly, and love outrageously. Like, this is all really good stuff too. Good reminders to have around. So please check that out and get gifts there too. Journals and apparel and pillows and things. So, all right. I didn't mean to go into that just now, but there's a lot of good, yeah. Take the segue when it comes, Jason says. That's right. Okay, so back to giving thanks and also sharing griefs, because life consists of both. And gratitude is sometimes a buoy in the midst of the currents of our griefs. And so please share. Please really feel free to share what's on your heart in the chat. I love that. And my new-ish song called Thanks. There is a video of this on the Heatherlyn Music YouTube channel. I love this song. We released it in the month of November. And we did that on guitar. But today, since tomorrow is ukulele day, we're going to do it on the ukulele. So, all right. This is Thanks. Feel free to sing along if you remember how it goes. Wanna give thanks, wanna give thanks, wanna give thanks, wanna give thanks for the wisdom of the earth that lives within my very bones, for this body that gives my soul a home, this sacred gift of life, so cherished and free, and all beyond the material mysteries I can barely perceive. Giving my thanks, giving my thanks, giving my thanks, giving my thanks for the strength within this heart to face whatever comes my way, for a brand new start in each moment today, the joy of togetherness, tender love, friendship, and voices sing in harmony, glasses raise, your hats we tip, giving our thanks, 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 giving our thanks for the miracles and magic manifest in the mundane, for rewilding every part of me that had been tamed, for rising like a phoenix after certain end, and the smile of a stranger who's just a friend I never met, giving my thanks, 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 giving my thanks. For buried seeds deep in dark earth, blooming up bright color burst, for laughter and freedom to dance like it's a first, for bountiful beauty in flowers of the ground, and for gracious gifts I'm seeking, seeking me until I'm found, yeah, for gracious gifts we're seeking, seeking us until we're found, giving our thanks, 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 living our love, living our love, living our love, living our love. All right, and the final segment of our show is called Living Love, so that's a nice segue. So grateful for all of you, so grateful for all of you who support this work and these productions. We do need support. We need to grow our Patreon community, and we welcome you to join even at the free level. At the free level, signing up on Patreon on the free level is important because it's just a little bit more reliable than the algorithms of social. So if you want to keep up to date with what's happening, we would love for you to sign up at the free level on Patreon. If you're able to pitch in $5 a month, that would be so helpful to us to keep going. We are not in a sustainable place at this time, and we know we can get there. So, and a lot of times it just takes everyone pitching in a little bit. So if you can join us there, we would really love to welcome you there. Or go ahead and use the PayPal and Venmo, because a one-time gift matters too. Expressing your gratitude if you find this of value and of worth and of benefit to your life. We thank you so much for using those virtual tip jars as well. Thank you for your support. All right, a couple of invitations coming up in the month of February. You might have noticed that there were a few little notes on the Justice and Joy calendar. Like there's the 9-beat symbol was on there. So Steve's coming into town on February 14th. And we're doing a couple of things on the 16th, that Sunday. And so if you are in town and can come to the chapel at Resurrection OB, Steve and I will be doing a collaborative show. And then we're also doing a peace meditation with a couple of other local collaborators that are new friends of mine. I'm so happy to meet them. And so they are, we'll be doing a peace meditation. So I don't know if, Jason, if you'd be able to show that graphic.
I will. I'm texting with the Airbnb host or guest. So
Yeah, I know.
a lot going on.
I know.
So there we go.
All right. Is the peace meditation one. Please, and thank you so much. Yeah, so we have this I Dream of Peace event happening on the 22nd of February, and that will include a guided meditation for peace and music by Ashley Mazanik, and Steve and I will be performing as well, like our song Be at Peace and stuff like that. So, all right, I think, like I said, sign up on Patreon for the free level at least to keep posted on stuff. You can also always follow me on Facebook or Instagram, but those algorithms are not as reliable as if you sign up on Patreon. So I think that about covers it. We already talked about the store being a great way to support us. Let's close it out with this wonderful song by Carsey Blanton. I'm going to unplug the ukulele and plug the guitar in. All right, I just love this song by Carsey Blanton. I think it's a good one for any day. It does mention Dr. King, so we just once again want to say that it is Black History Month, and we love Black History Month around here, and know that Black history is American history. Black history is world history. And so often, the history of Black, Indigenous, and people of color is diminished or erased, but it shouldn't be. The stories of struggle and triumph of our Black kindred, our Indigenous kindred, and persons of color absolutely is worthy of being told. So I was just checking back in with the chat here to see if there was anything else. Okay, so we're sending you all off today with this great Carsey Blanton song called Be Good, which these days might mean some civil disobedience or rebellion, but this is called Be Good. Jesus Christ was a handsome man. He had nothing to hide. He said, give bread to the hungry, bring the homeless inside. Jesus Christ was a dangerous man. That's the way that he died. He said, be good to the people you love, and love everybody alive. Be good to the people. Be good to the people. Be good to the people you love, and love everybody alive. Dr. King was a preacher. He had God on his side. He said, all God's children are brothers. Don't cast your brother aside. Dr. King was a dangerous man. That's the way that he died. Said, be good to the people you love, and love everybody alive. Be good to the people. Be good to the people. Yes. Peace, love, and light. Shine your light, my friends. Live your love. Peace to you and yours. Thanks again. See you soon.